Shoulder pain is the most common injury in swimmers.
And the worst part, it creeps up slowly until every stroke hurts.
So today, we'll show you what's really happening inside that shoulder, how to stop it, and what to do if it's already giving you trouble.
Let's start with the basics. The shoulder joint is a ball and socket joint similar to the hip but much shallower, which allows for much more range of motion. But with more range comes the need for more control. Swimmer's shoulder is basically irritation of the rotator cuff that stabilizes your shoulder joint. Every stroke forces that tendon to rub under this small bony arch.
Do that 1,000 times a week and you've got inflammation, micro tears, and pain. Most swimmers think it's just overuse, but the real problem lies in technique and imbalance. The big muscles like the pecs and the lats get overdeveloped, while the smaller stabilizers of the shoulder get left behind.
And bad technique makes it worse.
Things like crossing the midline, where your hand enters too close to your head instead of in line with your shoulder. This twists the shoulder joint inward and overloads the tendons. Also, overreaching, when you stretch too far forward trying to get more length. This forces smaller shoulder muscles to work overtime. And in the recovery phase, if you bring your elbow too close to your ear, you're going to be naturally pinching the shoulder tendons.
And add to that poor posture. Like if you spend most of your day hunched like this, your glenohumeral joint is internal rotated and is put already under high pressure, which causes pinching at the front of the capsule.
If you go to swim after being in that position, you're going to have to extend even more from the shoulder to get reach.
Alright, now we move on to the prevention routine. We'll split this into 3 parts. A smart warm-up before you swim, stretching and recovery after a swim, and strength training to bulletproof your shoulder. First, wake up your shoulder so you don't dive in with sleepy stabilizers.
Start with arm swings. Big forward and backward arcs for about 30 seconds. This boosts blood flow and prepares your shoulders for overhead movement. Next, arm circles. Small to large circles in both directions. Great for loosening the joint and waking up the stabilizer muscles. Next, hold a small ball against the wall and trace the alphabet with your hand. This improves shoulder control and activates tiny muscles that keep the joint stable. Next, hold a resistance band overhead with straight arms and lead side to side. This opens up your lats. Tight lats can pull your shoulders out of alignment.
Now let's move on to recovery to keep your shoulder moving well, especially after heavy swimming.
First, bring your arm across your chest and gently pull it closer with the other hand. This loosens the back of the shoulder, which is an area that gets tight from repetitive pulling. For the sleeper stretch, lie on your side with your bottom arm bent at 90 degrees. Then gently press the forearm towards the floor. This improves shoulder rotation. Next, place your hand on a wall, step back and drop your chest down. This opens up tight lats and upper back, helping your shoulders move freely overhead. Foam rolling your lats and upper back can also help. Remember to pause on tight spots. This releases tension, boosts recovery, and reduces shoulder strain from long swim sessions. For the forearm release, place your forearm on the foam roller and slowly roll from your wrist up toward your elbow and back. This releases tight forearm muscles. It's important as grip tension can overload your elbow and shoulder.
Now let's train the stabilizers, the small muscles that keep your shoulder safe under high volume strokes.
Start with external rotation with a band. Keep your elbow tucked at your side, bent at 90 degrees, and rotate your forearm outward against the band. This strengthens key stabilizers that keep your shoulder safe. For scapular push-ups, hold a push-up position and move only your shoulder blades. Glide them together and then push them apart. This activates the serratus anterior, helping your shoulder blade move smoothly and protect the joint while pulling. For YTW raises, face down and lift your arms first into a Y, then a T, and then a W shape. This strengthens your upper back and posterior shoulder.
Strong shoulders keep you fast and safe. Train small muscles, fix your form, and your shoulder will thank you later.
And remember, good swimmers glide through the water, not grind through pain.
That's the fix for swimmer's shoulder. See you on the next one.